The enemies of the mind are sly, deceptive, and ever-present. They don't barge in through the front door. Instead, they sneak into your thoughts, twisting your emotions and quietly stealing your potential. The mind, a formidable force, can either be your greatest ally or your biggest saboteur. But the good news? You hold the power to identify and defeat these hidden foes. So what are these enemies? What are these silent forces that keep you from becoming your best self? Enemy one, doubt. Doubt is a silent enemy, creeping into your thoughts when you're at the cusp of something great. It whispers just loud enough to paralyze you, making you second-guess every decision and every step forward. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What will people think? These aren't just fleeting thoughts, they become chains that bind you to inaction, keeping you stuck in a loop of hesitation and fear. Doubt thrives in the silence of your own mind, magnified by the criticism of others or the haunting memories of past failures. But let's clear one thing up. Doubt is not a reflection of your abilities or your potential. It's a distorted lens created by your current mindset. It casts a shadow over what could be and makes you focus on what might go wrong. Here's the catch: doubt isn't some immovable force, it's a shadow cast by one thing: inaction. The antidote? Action. Even the smallest step forward begins to chip away at doubt's grip. Every action you take builds evidence, and evidence silences doubt. Think about it: when you take that first step, no matter how small, you're proving to yourself that you can. And with each subsequent step, you're stacking up proof that your fears are unfounded, that the whispers of what if are nothing but noise. Success isn't born from waiting until you feel ready. Let's face it, you'll rarely ever feel completely ready. Readiness isn't a feeling, it's a state you create by taking action, despite the uncertainty. By moving forward, even when the path isn't clear, you replace hesitation with momentum, uncertainty with progress. The thing about doubt is that it's loudest when you're still. But once you start moving, its voice fades. It can't keep up with progress, can't survive in the face of evidence. It's not about taking giant leaps, it's about moving consistently, step by step. The more you act, the more you believe in your ability to keep going. The belief that grows within you becomes stronger than the doubt that tries to hold you back. So whenever you hear that whisper of doubt, remind yourself it's not a stop sign, it's a challenge to take action. Because with every step forward, you're not just silencing doubt, you're building a foundation of unshakable confidence. Enemy 2, fear. Fear is the protector turned oppressor. It begins as a survival mechanism, warning us of potential danger. But too often, it oversteps its role, transforming from a helpful guide into a relentless jailer, chaining us to our comfort zones. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. It doesn't just whisper in your mind, it screams, stay safe, don't risk it. But here's the paradox: fear is also a compass. It points directly toward the areas where you have the most potential to grow. That pit in your stomach when you're about to take a leap, it's a signal that you're stepping into uncharted territory, a place where transformation happens. The mistake is in thinking fear must disappear before you act. It won't. The truth is, the key to overcoming fear isn't waiting for it to vanish, it's learning to move forward in its presence. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's action taken despite it. Every time you confront fear, you expand your boundaries. You learn that the monsters in your mind are often smaller than they seem. Yes, you might stumble. Yes, you might fall. But staying stuck in the false safety of your comfort zone is a far greater loss. Growth demands discomfort. It demands risk. Think about it, every success story you admire is built on the foundation of someone who felt fear but chose to move anyway. Fear is inevitable, but letting it control you is a choice. So when fear rises, don't run from it, use it. Let it fuel your journey, not dictate your destination. Enemy 3, indifference. Indifference is a cunning enemy, disguising itself as comfort and whispering. It doesn't matter, it lulls you into procrastination, wrapping you in a false sense of ease. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow morphs into next week, then next month, and eventually next year. Meanwhile, the clock ticks on, indifferent to your delays. Indifference is a thief not of money or possessions, but of time, the most valuable currency you possess. It erodes your sense of urgency, convincing you that there's always more time to act, to grow, to strive. And in that state of stagnation, your potential slips further out of reach. But let's flip the script. Imagine treating every single day as if it were your last opportunity to progress. No guarantees of a tomorrow, no cushion of endless tomorrows, just the present moment and all it holds. How much more would you achieve if you approached life with that level of urgency? Excellence isn't born from convenience, it's carved out of effort, discipline, and persistence. Indifference stands in direct opposition to these principles, tempting you with ease when effort is required. It's the greatest adversary to the extraordinary life you're capable of creating. To defeat indifference, you must cultivate a relentless commitment to your goals. Remind yourself of the stakes. Realize that every day lost to indifference is a day you'll never get back. Passion isn't always something you feel, it's something you reignite daily by aligning your actions with your purpose. So, the next time indifference whispers, it doesn't matter, counter with action. Because every moment you choose purpose over passivity, you reclaim your time, your focus, and your future. Indifference may try to hold you back, but your determination to progress will always be stronger. Enemy 4, worry. Worry is a mental treadmill. You pour your energy into it, but you never move forward. It's the master of exaggeration, inflating challenges and draining your focus and resolve. Unlike concern, which pushes you toward productive action, worry locks you in endless loops of what if, feeding your mind scenarios that rarely come to pass. Here's the thing, worry often disguises itself as preparation, but in truth, it's a thief. It steals your present by chaining you to hypothetical futures. It fills your mind with noise, leaving no space for creativity, clarity, or solutions. The solution? Discipline your mind. Start by distinguishing between what you can control and what you can't. Worry thrives on uncertainty, but clarity is its kryptonite. Focus your energy on actionable steps that address real concerns and let go of the rest. Most worries are illusions, phantoms of your imagination, problems that never actually materialize. By recognizing this, you strip worry of its power. Instead of spinning on that mental treadmill, you regain clarity and direction, channeling your energy toward meaningful action. So, the next time worry creeps in, ask yourself, is this helping or hindering? Redirect your thoughts and step off the treadmill. Your progress begins when you stop letting worry hold you hostage. Enemy 5, pessimism. Pessimism is the silent assassin of ambition. It creeps into your thoughts, whispering that success is unreachable, that every effort is futile, and that even trying isn't worth it. It's a mindset that drains your energy, extinguishes your hope, and blinds you to the opportunities that surround you. Here's the truth: pessimism isn't a reflection of reality, it's a habitual lens through which you choose to view the world. And like any habit, it can be broken. The key is to shift your focus. Instead of fixating on obstacles, train yourself to see solutions. Instead of dwelling on failures, seek out the lessons hidden within them. Life is undeniably full of challenges, but it's equally brimming with possibilities. Optimism isn't about denying reality or being naive, it's about empowerment. It's the belief that no setback is permanent, and that every failure is a stepping stone toward growth. Pessimism tells you, why bother? Optimism counters with, what if it works? The choice is yours. One mindset keeps you stagnant, the other moves you forward. Choose to see the light, even in the darkest moments, because that's where resilience begins and progress thrives. Enemy 6, self-criticism. Self-criticism is the inner saboteur, a voice that turns your mistakes into weapons and your imperfections into chains. It replays every misstep, every missed opportunity, and every failure until you start believing the worst about yourself. It's relentless, convincing you that you're unworthy, incapable, or destined to fall short. But here's the reality: while reflection is essential for growth, excessive self-criticism is self-sabotage. It blinds you to your strengths and stifles your potential. Mistakes aren't roadblocks, they're stepping stones to mastery. Progress isn't a leap, it's a series of small, consistent steps forward. The antidote? Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it seems. Learn to reframe failures not as verdicts, but as lessons. Success isn't a single defining moment, it's a journey shaped by persistence and resilience. Instead of fixating on what went wrong, shift your focus to what you can learn, how you can adapt, and the next step forward. Treat yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you'd offer a close friend. You're not perfect, but you're progressing, and that's what truly matters. Enemy 7, complacency. Complacency is the silent killer of ambition, disguised as comfort and satisfaction. It convinces you that you've done enough, reached the peak, and earned the right to rest. It whispers, why push further? You're fine where you are. But life is never static, it's either moving forward or slipping back. Complacency feels safe, but it's a trap. The moment you stop striving, you lose momentum. Success is not a finish line, it's a continuous journey. Even the greatest achievers understand this, they never stop learning, evolving, or challenging themselves. The key to defeating complacency is to keep your hunger alive. Celebrate your wins, but don't let them become your ceiling. Ask yourself regularly, what's next? How can I grow further? Stay curious, stay driven, and stay humble. Remember, the real danger lies not in failure, but in settling for mediocrity. These enemies, doubt, fear, indifference, worry, pessimism, self-criticism, and complacency, are always lurking, ready to hold you back. But they are not invincible. Mastering your mind is about awareness. Recognize these enemies and replace them with empowering thoughts and actions. Take bold steps, push through fear, stay optimistic, refuse to settle for good enough. Because the truth is, when you conquer your mind, you unlock your true potential. And when you master your mind, you master your life.